that's a riff that I hope I get every night, because when we play that song, when that riff kicks in, I'm the only one playing it. So I have to, like, everyone's watching me. It has to sound right. It has to be on right tempo. And, you know, if I don't practice that riff, I'm liable to mess it up. You know, I wasn't motivated by a lot of the things that, you know, might motivate people, fame, fortune, whatever. I was just motivated by wanting to play the guitar well. Actually, when I think about it, yeah. When I went to go see the Hendrix movie, I remember going back to my home and digging out this guitar that was in my closet that I didn't really touch. You know, I remember buying the guitar and kind of fooling around with it for a little bit, and like just kind of like putting it in the closet and just not really paying much attention to it until after seeing that movie. Then I went straight back to the closet, took the thing out, and like looked at it, and I remember saying to myself, "Okay, I'm going to learn how to play you." And it was a very, very, very distinct time, and I remember that there was nothing else in my life that had ever inspired me to just like sit down and just do one thing, just like Guitar Head. And it was just an amazing moment for me, because at that point, all I wanted to do was just play guitar and learn how to play it as well as I possibly could. And you know, not a whole lot of people know this, but I wrote this riff when I was 16 years old, and it's still with us to this day. Die. And you know, like I said, I wrote it when I was 16 years old, and it's still with us to this day. It's a real simple, really evil sounding riff. And yeah, it has a soft spot in my heart. I have a soft spot in my heart for that riff. I first started using ESP guitars way back in 1987. I kind of discovered them through my friend who had an endorsement with ESP at the time, and he told me that, you know, ESP was interested in working with me and would make me anything I wanted them to make. So I was really happy about that, and so I got to go to the ESP factory in New York, and I said, okay, this neck, put it on this body with this pickup configuration, make it black, put skull inlays on it. I'm there. And like 8 months later, I had that guitar, and that's my Scully guitar that I've been playing forever and ever. This guitar, White Zombie. It's another movie from the 30s that came out around the same time as The Mummy. Came out in 1932. Really, really great movie, and Bela Lugosi's character is called Murder Legendar. Very, very cool. I have this movie poster, and I love the movie poster, so of course I had to put it on a guitar. I allowed Guitar Center to make this particular guitar because I love it. I love this guitar a lot. I love the specs on it. I love the inlays, and you know, Guitar Center. I've been going to Guitar Centers, it seems like all my professional life. You know, it fulfills all my all the things that I need for a guitar. And it sounds good, it looks good, and it plays good. Jeff Beck, Jimmy Page, Ron Wood, Joe Perry. I mean, those are all guys that I sat down with in my living room when I was 15, 16 years old and tried to learn their licks. I mean, yeah, and all of a sudden I went from being honored at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to this little kid stuck in his bedroom trying to figure out how to play, Jeff Beck tunes, Zeppelin songs all over again. I mean, I was brought back to that time where I was just a high school nerd who was just really, really just blown over by this music and these musicians. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, there was another time where I found myself thinking, holy shit, I'm living my high school fantasy. And that was when I had gone to see Rush, and then after the show I was hanging out with Alex Lifeson, and we were just hanging out, drinking wine, talking about guitars, and I thought, yeah, I really made it. I'm really here right now, hanging out with Alex Lifeson backstage, drinking wine. Doesn't get much better than that. Well, I think it's not necessarily what you have to do. I mean, but I think that it shows when you're really passionate about your instrument or your music. I mean, it's really evident. Maybe it's just all you need is just a want to keep on doing it, Finding that passion and just sticking with it. Being passionate about the passion. Well, I love being in the zone. I love the sense of true abandon that I can get into. I love just being taken somewhere else and just wrapped up in like almost pure creative expression. I mean, for me, I love the zone. I know that a lot of people call it a lot of different things, but I truly feel that being in that zone is just so amazingly healthy for me. And for me, it's a bit rejuvenating. It brings me to a place that rejuvenates me and can inspire me even more. There are times when I'm just like feeling really like crappy, or I'm in a bad mood, and I pick up my guitar and I start playing, and I'm just instantly just transformed somewhere else and just totally just brought to a better place. And I love the guitar for that reason. I mean, I just think it's one of the best things that I've ever discovered ever in my life.